Sorry.
It's like a quadruple entendre too, because it's like, oh, that's love. Oh, that's love.
Oh, that's love.
You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? We're going to talk about how we met on this first episode. We also going to introduce y'all to the format of the show. So the format of the show is this. Y'all can ask questions. We'll pick 2 or 3 questions. They can be relationship based. They can be personal to me, personal to Tash, whatever. We're going to really talk openly and honestly.
Why are you looking at me?
And sometimes uncomfortably. All right. So speaking of uncomfortable, I'm real sweaty. I'm going to grab me a paper towel. I'll be back, y'all. And my watch.
Speaking of this break, I came to him at 5:30 and said, babe, you ready to go? Because he was just frolicking in the wind.
I wasn't frolicking.
At 5:50, then he started.
I wasn't frolicking. I was actually doing some editing. I had some projects I had to try my best to get finished, all right? And if y'all see our eyes looking down, that's because our screen is right in front of us, and we are monitoring that for any Facebook comments, all right? So we're going to get into this, man. We talk about how we first met. Oh, the format of the show. I ain't finished the format of the show. Format of the show. We're going to tell a story about something. We're going to talk about something, right? Every show. When I say something, obviously the topic will be posted. Today is how we met, but then we're going to do 2 truths and 1 lie. But it's in the spirit of us even getting to know each other, because we still new. We only about a couple months in, right? And then, what else we say we gonna do? I forgot. Oh yeah, a scenario. It's gonna be a scenario.
A scenario
that we gonna present.
How would you react if blank occurred?
Ooh.
Would you like me to crack the window?
I'm Eddie Sway. I'm sweaty and pig lad.
Yes, you're all right. You're gonna be
good.
okay.
I'm gonna be okay. I think.
So let's get into it.
How we met. So you wanna lead, or you want me to lead?
I can start it off, and then you can chime in.
Let's go.
Okay, so we actually met on the set of a 2-1 Live segment.
That's my show, y'all.
And if you're not familiar, that's one of Kyrie's many projects. But I was contacted to come on because they were going to be doing a travel edition of the show. And if you're not familiar, I am Tash from Travel with Tash. Shameless plug, travel agency and travel services. But they wanted me to come on and talk and provide my insight in that particular industry. And I was meeting at the Mushalu, right? That one was at the Mushalu.
Mushulu.
So anyways, it almost didn't happen too, because there was like a lapse of communication and I was about to get disinterested.
Are you coming at my producers?
No, because then they swooped in and made it all better, and then I showed up.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting there, I'm early because that's what I do. I'm just having a glass of wine, and up the stairs to the second deck walks Mr. Terrell.
The boy, me or whatever.
And, you know, I had done some research, so I, like, watched previous episodes to understand how the flow went and, like, what I was getting myself into. So as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, hello, how are you? I'm Natasha, you must be Kyrie. And his whole face was like, what is going on?
Who this? Who is this? Why they ain't warn me?
Anyways, so show went on, and I was like, okay, he's a little cuter in person or whatever, but I kept it professional.
Right. Here you go. Here you go to the bull.
You hype. So anyways,
on me, yo.
And I stuck around, mixed and mingled with the crew a little bit, kind of subconsciously trying to steal some time, but not at the same time. He never knew that until just now. But I was playing it cool. He didn't know. So I was taking pictures, hanging out with the crew, getting to know people, networking, but subconsciously was kind of waiting for him to free up.
So you was checking for me a little bit, huh?
I was, and I never told you that, but that was true.
Okay.
And so
let me add this person that say they can't find the show.
That's Tier.
I know. I know who it is. I'm adding her now.
Anywho, so, but even in my playing it cool, it worked because I was saying my goodbyes, and then in swoops this guy. Hey, before you leave, let me just
I walked into the car or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Ahead,
like
you can pick up from
like
there.
A real gentleman should or whatever. Let me get back to it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm working the Facebooks at the same time. And y'all are free to ask us questions. We'll pick 2 or 3 at the end of the show. I know you probably people trying to tell you where there's the link.
Yeah.
Share the show too, y'all. Share the show. So yeah, man, I come up the steps, and it's a good thing too, because I was fly, right? I ain't even know, but I know now that Miss Natasha appreciates a good suit, right? So I had it on. I was, you know what I'm saying, frequently fly Kai in the building. I come up the steps on the Marshall Lou. I'm like, oh, what's this right here, right? So I already know, like, and the players that know me, y'all know I already know what I'm going to do. But once again, when I'm working, I do keep it professional. So I do the show, you know what I'm saying? The show went goodish. We had some things to talk about, the My New Philly crew, the people that's watching. Y'all remember that Moshe Lou show? Y'all remember that? Nehemiah was on that show. Shout out to my guy Nehemiah. We had Amizi was on the show. So we do the show. We having fun. We having a good time. And I'm doing the show, but the thing about me is like I'm very receptive, and I can do like 85 things at one time while things is going on. So one of the things I was doing was I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit this right here. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to bag this one, and it's gonna have to go down. You know what I'm saying? While still doing the show at the same time, listening to her, asking questions, doing everything I needed to do. Half of my brain was like, yup, it's going down. She had this leopard print, one piece drawn on.
It was
snake, leopard, whatever animal it was hugging the curves. Okay, it was hugging the curves, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna have to go down. So after the show, I not even like, I don't think I even tipped you off that I was feeling you. Did I? I ain't really tip her off until it was like go time. So I had like my conversations going on with the crew post show like we do, but I still got one wandering eye. Like, let me make sure when she getting ready to hit the door, I walk her out.
Because he came out of nowhere.
You know what I'm saying?
When I was about to leave.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh no, I wasn't going to let you walk out by yourself, baby boo. You know what I'm saying? Grabbed her on the steps, helped her come down the steps. She grabbed the arm. She was like, ooh. Remember that? Remember you did that? She was like,
by the way, this was all September. You know we never said when it was.
Yeah, this was September. Like early or mid?
September the 3rd.
Oh yeah, it was early September. Yeah. Yeah, so she was feeling the guns. The gun show. I be telling y'all, man. I be trying to welcome y'all to the gun show.
Oh my God.
She felt them guns. It was hook, line, and sinker. You understand what I'm talking about? I said, look, well, we need to go out or whatever. That's what we need. We need to grab lunch or something.
Yeah.
But you was still living in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. So she was all the way in Baltimore at the time. But she was here a day or two more.
Mm-hmm, a day.
So we went and got lunch the next day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you pick it up from there.
Yeah. So our lunch date was cute. Like, I picked a little quaint little spot in the Northern Liberties. And actually, it was a nice lunch date because it was pretty much, we almost had the whole restaurant to ourselves. I think there was one other person in there, so we really could just focus on one another. You're still sweating?
I am. You want me? I'm open the door a little bit.
Get your life.
It's hot in here.
No, you just didn't get a chance to.
When you next to a hottie, I didn't get it. I was ripping and running. She right. Mm-hmm. I'm still hot from pre-show, but that's none of y'all business. Go ahead. The restaurant was empty. It was me and you, and then what?
And the conversation was, according to Kyrie at the time, deeper than a normal conversation that he would have on a first date. And, you know, it was in that moment where I kind of realized, okay, this might be something, but I just was keeping, it was a grain of salt. No, it was a grain of salt. I was like, all right, like, okay, you say that I'm having this impact on you, but sounds good. What are your intentions type of thing?
Intentions. So speaking of intentions, my intentions, I was intentional about Natasha. Let's say that, right? So here's one thing that I believe in, right? I wasn't looking to be in a relationship, right? So I wasn't out here. I was still in these streets. I wasn't out here like, you know, I'm where my wife at. I'm gonna find this girl and I'm gonna settle down and do this and this and that. But I believe that everybody has like an idea or they build an idea as they go through different relationships and situations in life and all of that. You start to build an idea of like what your person kind of looks like, feels like, acts like, treats you, all of those types of things. So I think when I first met her, she looked the part, obviously, right? Physical being the primary attraction. And then it was just things about her, like the way she carried herself, the way she talked. I love a woman that's in business for herself. Just bossy women in control is my thing. So she was just checking box after box. So I was like, I need to. I'm gonna drop a gem on him real quick. I'm gonna drop a gem.
Here we go.
I believe that all men have the capacity. They know what to do, right? But they only will do it for a woman who they want to do it for, right? So, and that's an admission to anybody who's listening that may have dealt with me before. That's an admission of my own intentional wrongdoing, right? Because sometimes you do wrong on purpose. That's one thing that women don't understand. Sometimes men do just enough or not enough on purpose, right? And
just to keep the boat
keep the yams coming in, right? Let's keep it real, to keep the yams flowing, right? We do what we need to do, right? But I had decided earlier on that I was going to be intentional about my pursuit of Natasha. I didn't know it would end us up here, but I was just liking too many things in a row, and we just had too many things in common even early, that I was like, oh snap, she might be the one.
The one.
So after the date, she ain't give me no smooches, but she let me grab that fat ass, dog. With the hug. You know how fellas, you go in for the hug and you like, damn,
He had that look like,
I would. No, I said
it
it, remember? I did need to know if it was real.
And so
that joint was kind of sitting like.
As a woman that has had my body pretty much forever, and in being a woman in a newer age of a lot of questionable bodies, I'll say, and no offense to anyone that has one, but like I feel like, let me just make sure boo. So I was like, I see your face. You want to squeeze it.
I asked you. I was like, I would squeeze your butt, but I don't know if you gonna slap me or anything. She was like, go ahead, squeeze. You ain't gonna tell me but one time. Let me see this joint. Let me see. That thing was soft and real. I was like, I'm definitely gonna need to hit this.
Oh my God.
This has to happen. You know what I'm saying? But after that, things ain't go so well.
No.
Stuff ain't go so well after that. I don't think I seen Natasha again for at least
2 months. Because that was
2 months?
September 4th, and then you came to Baltimore the first week of November.
Well, that's
the next time I
a
saw
month.
you. No, that's
September,
not September to October.
Damn, I'm skipping
October to November.
Damn, that was a long time. So listen, Baltimore is that's a whole nother episode when I went to Baltimore and seen Natasha. So we're gonna save that for episode 2, maybe 3.
It's a great story though.
But that's a whole nother one. So we're gonna inform you when I came to Baltimore, seen her the second time. But what you want to do? You want to do a scenario or 2 truths and 1 lie first?
We're not gonna keep y'all on.
And y'all can ask questions too, man.
There were some comments.
Was it a question or just comments? I gotta
there.
go in here to see what they saying. Hold on. Let me turn it down because I know it's gonna jump up. All right, let's see if they got any questions. I know, right, Tiff? She know the date. She tripping.
What is wrong with knowing the date?
She know all of the dates. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm like a date person though. Like you was like, oh, what day? I was like 123. Like
right.
I'm a date person. I just be knowing.
All right, so 2 truths, 1 lie. That's on you.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Do they have to guess?
And y'all can guess too. We'll give them an audience a second to guess. They can guess too.
All right.
Go ahead.
I think I wrote mine down because
go ahead.
Preparation is key for me. Okay. 2 truths, 1 lie. All right. My longest relationship was 7 years. I can do a full split. I've never dated outside my race.
Well, I haven't seen this full split we speak of. I'm a pick that as a truth just because I hope it's in the bag of tricks. Never dated outside, right? I'm gonna give you the 7 years. I'm gonna give you the split, and I'm gonna say that you're lying about dating outside your race. You have. You seem like the type that had a white guy before.
So which one is the lie?
You said you never dated outside your race, so that's a lie. I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So that's the one you're going with.
I'm going with that. Nothing. Get him a chance. Get him a chance. Get him a chance. Get him a chance. What's the lie, y'all? What's the lie? They take it too long. Anyway, am I right or what?
I have had relations outside of my race, but technically I haven't dated.
You let a white boy hit this?
Technically, we didn't date though.
But you let a white boy hit this?
Okay, and
oh my goodness! You think you know a girl? You know what? I should have known because we was outside one day.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Y'all remember, because it's a pandemic, right? Y'all remember when the news came out and they was like, the cops just giving out warrants, they ain't arresting people. So it's a cop that live in my complex. So when that news came out, we seen him the next day and we stopped and we like, yo, do the news that we heard about the arrest warrants and stuff? And he confirmed it. So we was going to the market. We get in the market and she was like, he was cute. I was like, what? You're just going right in front. This the cop boy. I got to watch him now. Huh? Yeah, okay. I should have known. See, that's one thing too that I love about Tash and myself. We real open and fun like that. Like we understand that we both still got eyes. We understand that people gonna still be attractive, right? But we understand that we still gonna remain loyal to each other, right? Mm-hmm. So like I don't really care. Like I be chopping her up. But I don't really care. Like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody cute, somebody cute. Like, I know it's cuter dudes out there than me. Barely, but it's one or two of them. You know what I'm saying? The white cop boy live a couple doors down. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of them out there.
In my defense, this was like one of those like swaggy, kind of like black white bulls.
You ain't got to clean it up. There's some fly white bulls out there.
I mean, somebody's giving me 1,000 in the comments.
What they talking about? What they talking about?
Talking about pink peen.
little pink peen. Listen, man. They say it ain't all about the color of it, man. I wouldn't know though. But all right. I'm gonna give you my two truths. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you I've only ever had one night stand. That's one.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give you that I do not like short women.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna give you that I have been in love one time before.
What are these? These could all go anyway.
That's how you play the game. It's supposed to be either true or it's a lie. That's
all right.
Exactly
what
the game.
Was the first
Don't
one
be mad
again?
because I play the game well. I've had one night stand in my life, my entire life.
All right.
I've only been in love one time. Or I don't like short women.
Which one is the lie? Well, the lie ain't short women because you like all women.
Oh, okay.
So that's
talk your shit then.
So that's out. One night stand or love one time. I'm gonna go with the lie being love one time.
She right, y'all. She right.
I be knowing.
You be knowing. That's because I told you stories.
Stories. I just be knowing.
She be knowing a little bit. She be knowing. All right, it's scenario time. So I'm gonna give Tash a real life scenario that could or could not happen. Right? It's fictional though. It ain't already happened. Now I want y'all to be thinking like, "Ooh, that happened." No, it's fictional. But we're gonna talk about what we would do in that scenario. All right.
You want me to go first?
And then you gotta give me one. Well, if yours is cocked and ready.
Is it the whole stuff?
Let's go.
Because you know I gotta prepare in advance. So
okay, let's go.
All right. So scenario. So let's say we started dating maybe like 2 months before I'm set to graduate from, we'll call it my master's program, right? Okay. But my master's program took 2 years, so that other 20 months, let's say I'm dealing with my ex and they've been there through the thick and thin, the late nights, help write some papers.
Late nights, huh?
So they're like, in their mind, they're entitled to come to this ceremony, right? Because of you, I tell them that it's inappropriate for them to attend. But they show up anyway. How do you react?
See, that's kind of an easy one though, Tash, because you know how I am.
Yeah, all right. Well, all of them are like that because I know how you are. You just be like, well, let's talk it out.
Well, it's not necessarily a talk it out thing. It's like, here's me. I look at things very differently. I'm a very even-keeled person. Hey, Ellen Banning, ain't you watching? Remember we first learned even-keeled? I forget the dude's name, but in training that time, and he looked it up, and it was the boat and all. Anyway, right, Tiara? She gonna bring out something actual. But anyway. See me, I'm very non-confrontational, right? I believe that there are very bad decisions made when emotions are at their peak. So I'd rather allow my emotions to subside before I make a decision, plus or minus. I'm that way whether it's like, oh, I got a big bag, let me go buy a new truck. And I'm that way in a scenario like she's saying, I feel disrespected, let me go knock somebody's head off. I don't go to either extreme based on emotion. I wait till that subsides and then I try to make a rational decision. So me, I would really just have a conversation with you. And if you, it depends. Like if I'm the new dude and this dude feels as though he's been there for the duration of your grind and your hustle and he just wanted to see it through genuinely and that's how the situation made me feel, I could actually respect that, right? I'm a different type of boy where I'm like, as long as he know what his position is currently and you are honest and y'all not doing anything.
The comments are hilarious.
And he's seeing himself, we're going to read some of the comments as well, but he's seeing himself as a friend now and he's just like, I was there with her 20 months, shit went a little awry, but I just wanted to see her step. He up in the rafters somewhere and that's that, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't stress on that. Now it's different if it's like he in the family photo, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all this going on. Like that's different. He wearing her hat. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we not doing that. But if he want to just sit in the rafters and clap, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that.
All right then.
All right.
Cool beans.
All right, my scenario.
I'll invite him to my doctorate ceremony.
No, I won't play with me. Don't play with me at all. So here's my scenario, right?
All right.
So I'm gonna give you a could happen, all right? Because you know I was in these streets.
I know.
I was deep in these streets, heavy.
And I was deep in my home.
Look. So here's the scenario, right? Oh, he was in the photo, Tiara? Oh, he was in the photo, huh? Okay.
He was not in the photo.
We gonna talk.
Oh wait, no, he was in the photo.
Cut the cameras.
Right.
Cut the cameras. We gonna talk.
But it wasn't like that with the hat.
Anyway, my scenario. Let's just say we out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? When they open outside back up, we go outside, you know what I'm saying? And let's say there is a woman who crosses our path anywhere, wherever we at. Say we in the supermarket or something, I don't know. She like, Irene, oh my God, what's going on? How you doing? She give me a hug. I hug her back. What's going on? Good to see her. We walk away.
Where your hands on the hug? How
it's
far down the back?
Hug. It's a regular hug. That's not the scenario part.
That's part of it.
That's not where I'm going though.
Is that not part of it?
That's not where I'm going though, baby.
Hands, bra level, below bra,
all right.
waist level.
Okay.
Carry on.
All right. Let's say I hit her with the waist level, right? It's respectfully disrespectful, all right? And she ugly though. Like she like kind of like she's bad looking, right? Like she not like dirty or like messed up, but she like not really attractive.
Is she on I ran to the market thinking I wasn't going to see nobody, or this is just her every
either
day?
Or. What is she that type of way where later when Tash called her girlfriend, she like, this bitch was busted too. She that type of joint. But when she walk away and you like, oh, who was that? Well, you know it. I tell you, I used to take her down.
Okay.
That's the scenario. Like, where does your mind go, and what are you thinking about if you catch me with one I shouldn't have touched? I don't got that many, but everybody got one or two they shouldn't have touched. And the ones that's like on the cusp, you know, them 6.5s on a good day with a fat ass. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the 6.5s with a fat ass. But on that day when they wearing something that don't really accentuate the ass, and then they ain't really put enough makeup on, or their hair wasn't on, it just was a scarf, and that's gonna drop them down.
The hair wasn't on.
It wasn't.
Mind you, wasn't on.
You know, they ain't wear their unit that day. They was getting ready to, but they ain't had no glue or something, so that's why they was in the store. I don't know. Now they like a 3.5, and you just like, like I gotta. So what's the like? How you going?
How am I reacting?
Yeah, like when I tell you I touched the 3.5.
I'm giving you the shame on you. I'm like, well, there was always a before me, you know. I'm giving you one of those kind of reactions because, and similar to you, and this might be why we work well, but like, I'm not judging her. I'm probably judging you. Like, well, are you supposed to be with me? Because
it was a bad time in my life. I was going through some things. It was easy. She wanted to hit this.
Yeah, but I'm not judging Shorty. I'm just gonna be like, dang, she had a good night. Like, kudos to you, girl. Like, that was a win.
Oh man.
And then I'm judging you. Like, really?
I mean, it might happen one day. I don't know.
I mean, it might.
I tried to get the flyest chicks all my life. I'm just letting you know. So, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be out there one day and it's gonna happen, and she gonna be nice. You gonna be in your little feelings a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
As long as I wasn't on my way to the grocery store.
Look, I'll be like, yeah, that was just, you know what I mean, so and so. You know what I mean? We used to talk, we used to deal a little bit or whatever. You know what I mean?
You see, I don't think I'm gonna be in my feelings because look where I'm sitting now.
Oh, okay. You on the throne or whatever.
Exactly.
I see you on the throne.
So.
All right, this questions time, man. Let me read some of these stuff. You know what I'm saying, that y'all talking about.
Throw your questions.
They just comment. Any question y'all got for us, man?
We got a couple more minutes left. Trying to keep it under half an hour for you guys.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it a short show. Short little funny episodes.
So throw your questions in there.
Let's see.
We want to hear you.
You right. You know it, Cassandra. You know I'm confident. I wouldn't give a damn. They said everybody gets the one night stand. It's actually true, y'all. I've only had one night stand in my life.
One night stand.
And it just started counting because I was still like talking to Shorty every now and again. But like now that I got Tash or whatever, I don't really be talking to her no more.
At all?
See that really?
Mean?
See that?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
really in there?
Right, yeah.
I mean, I don't really talk.
I caught it.
I mean, I might like a photo every now and again.
And that's fine. I'm not mad at that.
And a little hottie. Little hottie I met down at can't tell y'all where I met her because that's too much.
Is there a question?
All right, here we go. We got two questions.
Oh, what's our signs? No, there's a first question.
Oh,
there.
where's
Barry
that?
Lee.
Oh, what's our signs? I don't believe in that sign shit.
I do. I'm a Taurus.
She a Taurus or whatever. I'm a Scorpio. You know what I'm saying?
This
the
is my
best
first
sign
Scorpio.
in the zodiac.
This is
you know
my
what I mean?
first
And she
Scorpio.
mad that I'm her first Scorpio because she like, damn, had I been messing with Scorpios from the rip, you know what I mean? She might have been one and done. Because we the flyest. Ain't that right, Ellen Banning? Scorpio's the flyest, right? Yeah. Y'all know something about Ellen Banning? When I was a young boy and I worked at Blue Cross, Ellen was like close to 40 or 40 or something. And I was like closer to like 21. But she was my homie, like my best friend at the job. She a Scorpio too. That's my dog. She talking about whoop. But yeah, that's our signs. Cassandra said
questions is rolling in.
They rolling in now, right? We gotta do our best to answer as many as we can. Hold on. What was it? What was our sign?
Yeah.
How do we reconcile after an argument for Cassandra? You know what's crazy, Cassandra? And the rest of y'all?
I was going to say, don't judge us for this.
This is the craziest thing.
I know, because it's going to sound really crazy.
We've yet to argue. We have yet to argue. We've only been exclusive or in a relationship you could speak of since like January-ish, but we actually recently made it official, right?
Which y'all probably saw on Facebook.
Yeah, when about that day when I put it on the joint, it was the day before that we actually made it official. Like, and I asked her to be my girl, gave her a little gift and all that. That was recent. We've not argued, and one of the reasons why we've not argued is because we've agreed to fight, not to fight, right? So what do we mean by that, babe? It's like when we feel that sort of emotion coming up, we talk about it like immediately. We iron it out. We make sure we get in each other's face and in each other's space, tell each other we love each other, give kisses, all of that type of stuff. So that's one of those things that's like an evolution. Like, I've been in relationships where I've argued, where I fight and stuff like that, and I just don't like the way it makes me feel, and I know it leads to nothing, right? The smallest thing, like where you put my cup, can turn into, oh bitch, and it's like, I'm not doing that. Why would I do that within my relationship, right? And then the other thing is, we were just talking about this last night, as far as like people not stepping away from, because y'all probably can hear it right now. My neighbor, let me get closer to the microphone, because they right next door and the door is open. My neighbor yells all day long,
Every
y'all.
day.
I'm talking about cursing, everything. So
at this point, it's comedy, though.
we like, how you don't hear yourself, how you don't remove yourself from what's going on for 1 second and be like, is this me? Am I the one yelling, screaming? And we plan to fight, not to fight, so that we never do that to each other. Just a conversation. Yep. I don't know if you want to add to that while I find the next question, why we haven't argued.
I mean, I've been in those relationships where it's like, as soon as you open your mouth, it's and I think for both of us, Kyrie may have had that notion already, but I came into this relationship with that notion of, that's just not how I want to go about my next relationship. So with that being said, the communication point of it is paramount, because it allows me to not only take a step back for myself, but also for my partner, to see where their concerns are, or where their issues are as they pertain to me, and then be able to navigate based on that, versus just solely concerned with my own issues. And I think we've been doing a good job of looking, observing, and approaching based on that.
Right.
What's the next question?
How did we know we wanted to be exclusive? I think that's a real good question.
That's a great question.
It's juicy and layered. The way I knew, quite honestly,
Kyrie knew first.
I did know first. This is the thing.
Forced my hand.
This is the thing. Y'all gotta understand, right? Like, we gonna be real and transparent on this program. I've been in the streets for a long time, and if y'all don't understand that metaphor, that means like I was a player, I was a playboy, I was a ladies' man for a long, long time. And I didn't have a care, like I didn't have a grasp on it. It was just easy to me. It was, what I thought I wanted to do. And I'm not even gonna say what I thought, it was what I wanted to do. I was making conscious decisions to be the way that I was for more than a decade. But the exclusivity part came into play based on two things. One thing y'all might not know is I actually went to therapy about the way I was, right? Why ain't I finding like that chick, or why isn't it within me to settle down and stop running the streets and all of that type of stuff? And basically my therapist just told me, like, as long as you being honest with people, you good. Like, there is nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? And what makes something wrong with you is when you out there telling people lies. And what she meant by that was, I was telling her that when I was dealing with girls, I was telling them if I was dealing with other girls. Like, I was being open and honest, like telling them, you not my only chick. But the other thing that was kind of crazy was, And I gotta shout out Ebony Dukes for this, my partner in crime in my new Philly. She will always tell me, like, Kai, just be you. Like, be honest, act the way you act, talk the way you talk, whatever it might be. You still gonna find that girl, right? And that's why one of the reasons I say I was intentional about Natasha, she lightweight was an experiment. Because I was like, here go this girl to check all my boxes. I'ma just be me. I'ma talk, act, do. I'ma just be me. And she would absorb everything. Like nothing that I put on Tash ever was like, I can't do. Like some of the stuff that I thought she was going to be like, she perked up to. I'm like, who is this person? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was literally the ability to be my genuine, authentic self. I've been, accused, and this is in relationships I've been in. I've been accused of being too sexual. I've been accused of being too silly, not, serious enough, not having a heart, not caring, being too busy, right? Being in my phone too much.
The too busy thing is...
Yeah, all these things. And it's like, with Tash, it's like we just get each other. We understand what each other is doing and what the movements is, and we haven't, and I'm talking about in shorter times than I even dealt with her, I've been accused of some of these things. So I talked a lot. Why you knew you wanted to be with me? Besides the yams being all good.
We'll get to the Baltimore story in the next episode, but honestly, it took probably to like the end of December, and we giving you the timeline. September first week, and by the end of December is kind of when I was like, you know what? I think I want to give this guy a chance. And the biggest thing for me, I've been in relationships. I've been with good-looking men. I've been with fitness enthusiasts. I've been with the boss guys. I've been with these people, and you kind of think as a female, and maybe an alpha female, if you will, that this is the type of person that will match you. When the reality of it is, none of those things are technically what matches you. And for Kyrie, it was his genuineness, which is funny because Tahira mentioned that I was an experiment of him being his true genuine self. That played into I feel like I played into his hand, because that was where I was like, I think I can rock with this guy. Not to mention all of the same interests that we share. Mm-hmm. But that genuine piece is like something that is really unscripted, and you can't, or you don't find as often these days. And so that's keeping me around.
Good. We're going to do one
more question, babe.
Then we're going
to have to screenshot these questions and attack them on the next one, because we don't want to make this too long.
Right.
But you guys are like loading the questions, and we love it. Love it. So we're going to pick one more. And if we didn't get to your question next episode, just throw it in there again.
It was one more that was up here. I thought y'all said y'all argued after the first 2 months of not seeing each other. No, it wasn't an argument. It was we ain't see each other. This is before we was in a relationship.
It was like, what's good with you?
Yeah, like, but
do you like me or no?
Exactly. We're gonna tell y'all about that in a future episode. Hold up, it was one more. They talking about where they. I think
a bunch of questions
because they commenting so much. I think I can't go back.
Oh yeah,
up to the top.
Because there was like 43 new comments.
Was it one lower? Let me see. If y'all want to add one more, if I can't get back to the top, I might have to pick a new question. Let me see. All right. So, I don't know. Is there any last words you want to give or anything like that, babe? It won't let us go back to the top to see what one of them questions was.
Yeah.
Oh, it was are we heading for marriage? That's a good one too.
I'd marry you.
We might have to do a whole I know you'll marry me. You see who does it? This the boy me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already know it's a yes when I throw the question out, you know what I'm saying? I already know. But we probably gonna have to do a whole episode on marriage, because that is probably one of the places where we sort of kind of defer in our belief. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that will be a whole episode.
That we gonna have to do a whole episode on if we're headed for marriage or not. So we gonna hold that question, Denise. We gonna put that one in the parking lot, if you will. But what I will say is we are going to continue to fight not to fight. We are going to continue to love transparently and be open and honest with one another. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I do believe in is I believe love than marriage, right? I don't believe in I want to get married. There's too many people out here that's like, oh, I want to get married. I want to be a wife. I want to do this. And I'm saying I want to be a wife because it ain't too many dudes out here like, I want to be a husband. I just want to be a husband so bad. But I believe that a lot of marriage fails, and y'all know the statistics, most marriages fail because people are so, I want this ceremony. I want to prove this to people. Oh, I'm 30 or I'm 40. It's time. I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in none of the ceremonial BS. I believe in love, like the true type of love where it's like, I really don't believe there's better for me out here. Mm-hmm. At that point, it's like, we might as well get married, you know? And I'm not saying might as well, like, you know, I'm going to ask her like Martin asked Gigi the first time, will you marry me? Are you happy now? I'm not going to do it like that. But I am saying...
Second time, yes.
Second time. Brian McKnight.
Brian McKnight.
But... Love is what's most important. And we knew. We not stupid. We not in here sitting in front of y'all like, oh, we gonna be together forever. We know it's new. But we taking it one day at a time. And like I said, we practicing in love first. You finish them off, babe.
What is this? No, babe, we gotta go.
All right. We do gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. So Thursday nights. You wanted to say something if you got to find out something first before I outro.
Well, no. Go ahead. It's
you got
fine.
Something to save? Something
I'll
for
save
next week?
it. Yeah, because we on time. Yep, I'll save it.
So Natasha is so like meticulous with the little teeny details. I want to stay on time. I don't want to do this next time.
Which compliments Kyrie perfectly because he's a scatterbrain.
I'm all over the place. I'm ready to go. Let's get it. She do pull my reins down a little bit.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
On time. Let's go.
All right, we can ready to get out of here. So Thursday nights, y'all can catch us once a week, 6 p.m.
Yes.
Live on Facebook. It will be, here's the thing, we're starting a channel called Bay TV. All right, it's already up and stuff like that, so y'all can find it on Facebook. It's Bay TV. We will be sharing this show there, and then in the future, it will be going live there. So don't be missing it like, why it ain't on your page? I'm going to share it on my page, but it's going to Bay TV. If y'all don't know, we got Bay Fit Live. We've been working out every morning and every night with y'all. 9 p.m. tonight is the Core Mellow Anthony.
So if you want to see us again in 2 hours
in 2 hours, we be in here working out. We just staying busy and creating content during the quarantine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, every Thursday, 6 p.m., we're going to do different topics. We're going to do different 2 Truths, 1 Lies. We're going to answer y'all questions and the whole nine. And one thing I believe is when you're in a relationship, you got to decide what side of the coin to be on. And that is, we're either going to hide our relationship from the public and everybody else, or we're going to be super transparent to the point where no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Right? So we've decided the latter. Right? So we open book. Like, y'all gonna see it. It's gonna be in y'all face. So you ain't got the snoop. You ain't gotta have no private pages or nothing like that.
You ain't got the DM on the side.
Right? Just
screenshotting.
Just ask us.
I know.
We'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? All right, we out there, baby.
Alrighty. Babe, we did not practice this.
We out of here.